I'd like to call this meeting to order. Welcome to the August 27th, 2025 meeting of the Urban Design Commission. My name is Amy Apatone, and I am the acting chair of the commission. When called on, applicants and speakers will come to the front podium to speak. Only one person at a time should come. Please do not approach the podium unless it has been vacated by the previous speaker. Please speak into the microphone and identify yourself and provide your address for the record when you begin speaking. Address your comments, questions, and testimony to the commission. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes or less. It is unnecessary to repeat testimony previously given. Citizens may address the commission on agenda items by responding to the chair's call for speakers during discussion on each item and signing the speaker's log at the podium. All comments must be relevant to the item. The chair or presiding officer may, in his or her discretion, prohibit a person from addressing the committee and/or remove that person from the council chambers if that person comments any disorderly or disruptive behavior. Please see the agenda for more information about these requirements. If you parked in the Sheridan Walker parking garage north of John Rex Elementary or the Arts District parking garage immediately south of City Hall, staff can provide a parking validation ticket for you. The agenda and documents are located at okcprimegov.com public/front/portal. You then select the Urban Design Commission meeting, click on the agenda, and the relevant documents will come up below the item. Please see the agenda for additional information regarding meeting procedures and the review process. Keith, would you like to do the roll call?
Apatone.
Here.
Al. Here. Charnico.
Here.
Dixon. Peoples.
Here.
Quorum.
Okay. Can I get a motion for the approval of the July 23rd, 25 meeting minutes? Did I hear a second?
I'll second it.
Jorge. We good? It's not popping up. There we go. Okay. Minutes are approved. I can't get that off. Okay, there we go. Number 3, there is nothing on the docket. Number 4, on cases withdrawn, there are none. Number 4, continuance requests, there are none. Number 5, the consent docket. We are on, let's see. I need to read this. Yeah, the SRCA 25-00009 at 3232 West Reno Avenue.
Madam Chair, this item's on the agenda for your consideration under the consent docket because staff has reviewed the proposal against all the applicable development regulations and guidelines in the SRODD and determined that it's consistent with those guidelines and regulations, and we are recommending commission approval of this application.
Okay. Do we have any conversation regarding this? Is there anyone that's here that would like to speak on this? Okay. All right, well, do we have a motion?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the application on the basis that the project meets the regulations and guidelines of the City River Overlay Design District Zoning Ordinance as referenced in Section C of the staff report.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion passed. Get off. Sorry, I had a little technical. Number 6, cases for individual consideration. We have none today. Number 7, in other business. We do have Scenic River A. It's the SPUD 01772 at 1003 South Pennsylvania Avenue.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is an application for recommendation from the commission to the the Planning Commission with respect to the proposed simplified planned unit development that's proposed on this site. The location is just on the west side of South Pennsylvania Avenue, south of the river, a little bit north of Exchange Avenue. The site has an existing structure on it that was built quite some time ago before the SROD came into being. With respect to the proposed master design statement of the SPUD, there are a couple of variations that are proposed within it with respect to consistency with the SRODD regulations. One of those is land use proposed, and the main one is the warehousing, storage, and distribution, which is permitted in I-1 zoning districts. And while this site has a base zoning of C3, there are other sites within the SRODD that do have I-1 as a base zoning district. And from that standpoint, staff is accepting of the proposed use with respect to the proposed warehousing, or excuse me, wholesaling. The second item is setbacks, and the standard setback in the SRODD is to have the front of your building, 80% of that built at the front property line. In this case, we're dealing with an existing structure that was built, I think, in the early 80s, and it was built obviously to standards that are not consistent with the current regulations of the SRODD because it didn't exist at the time. So from that standpoint, we are interested in seeing the new setbacks proposed in the MDS taken into consideration and permitted. The other aspect of that is there is a warehouse proposed behind this building, and based on the location of the existing structure, it doesn't make any sense to build that proposed warehouse addition on the front of the building facing South Pennsylvania because there just isn't that much room for it to be there. So from that standpoint, we are supportive also of the proposed setbacks that are contained in the master design statement. And from that overview of the issues that are associated with this proposal, staff is recommending that the commission provide a recommendation of approval to the Planning Commission on this plan unit development. So we're prepared to respond to any questions that the commission may have.
Does anyone have questions or comments? Okay, would anyone like to speak?
Hi, Mitchell Moore with Johnson & Associates, 1 East Sheridan Avenue. Nothing to add, but happy to answer any questions that you all might have for me.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Does anyone have a motion to approve?
I will move approval on the grounds that we provide a recommendation to the Planning Commission on the basis that the project complies with the intent of the Scenic River Overlay Design District Zoning Ordinance as referenced in Section D of the staff report.
Okay, this motion has passed. Right, item B, which is the SPUD 01775 at 1900 South Portland.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This application is a SPUD, but I think the bigger picture for this commission is the fact that they are requesting to be removed from the Scenic River Overlay Design Districts. And from that standpoint, if it were to be removed, then our recommendation to the Planning Commission on the SPUD itself is not necessary, essentially. So basically, what we've got here is a use that has been in existence since before the SRODD existed. It's a trailer leasing operation, and you'll find other similar uses very much like it up and down Portland Avenue. Across the street is the city's yard, and there are similar types of uses in terms of truck maintenance and ongoing operations like that. We have looked at the location of this particular site with respect to its proximity to the river, which is the reason it's in the overlay district to begin with. And basically, it's quite a distance away from the river itself. And if we were to reset the boundary today, we would probably think about setting the boundary for the south edge of the overlay district at probably around 15th Street, or maybe 200 or 300 feet south of there. And that would still put this particular site outside the boundary. So from that standpoint, we feel it's probably appropriate to consider changing the boundary of the overlay districts with respect to this particular site and removing it from the site. It sits right now on the very southern edge of the boundary. Southwest 20th Street is the southern edge of the boundary. And in the staff report, there's a map, the zoning map that shows that boundary, and you can see that continues westerly along Southwest 20th Street. But essentially, we feel it's appropriate to remove it. And so the report doesn't really speak directly to the aspects that we would normally take under consideration with respect to the contents of the master design statement of the SPUD. And essentially what we're recommending to the commission is that you provide a recommendation of approval to the Planning Commission to remove this site from the Scenic River Overlay District. And that concludes our presentation.
Thank you, Michael. Does anyone have questions or comments regarding this?
I have a question. Are we removing this site, or are we redrawing the boundary line?
Right, the boundary would be drawn around. It would
Just
go-
around this
yeah, around
particular
this particular site, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone like to speak?
David Box, 525 Northwest 11th. Happy to answer any questions.
All right, do I have a motion to move?
I'll put forward a motion to provide a recommendation of approval to the Planning Commission on the basis that the proposed rezoning of SPUD 01775 include removing the site from the Scenic River Overlay District, Design District, will result in a more logical boundary for SRODD in this area as referenced in Section D of the staff report.
Recommendation.
Thank you.
All right, this is passed. Mine likes to stick up on the screen. All right, number 8, the administrative approval report. Urban design. Item 1 is UDCA 2500017 at 2117 Northwest 23rd Street.
Yes, Madam Chair, that's a case that's already been approved administratively by staff, and it's just on your agenda as a reporting item to let the commission know that it has been approved. So you see the sign going up on this property, you'll know that it went through the process.
Okay, thank you. Do we have any B comments from planning department staff?
We do not have any cases for Scenic River for next month. Michael, do you know if we have anything else from, okay, so we will have a meeting next month. We'll communicate with everyone regarding attendance and quorum, and nothing else to report at this time.
Okay, thank you. C, do we have comments from commission members? Okay. Our D, our next regular commission meeting is, I can't see that, Wednesday, September 24th. Let's see, new applications have to be submitted by 4 p.m. Tuesday. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. New applications were to have been submitted to staff by 4 p.m. Tuesday, August 26th. Revisions and information on continued projects are to be submitted by Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025. Okay. To do that. All right. Do I need to make a motion to adjourn?
Just announce.